Hello, everybody. How y'all doing today? It is Rusty Champaign here with you, and we're back once again in the wonderful world of Eden Crafters. So, in today's episode, we're going to be focusing primarily on one thing, and the one thing we're going to be focusing on is being able to get a bunch of our parts that we would make on our assembling bench and get them available in warehouses, because we're at the point now where some of the things that we need, if we take a look here, we need a climate regulator. And in order to get a climate regulator, if we go here and take a look at it, a climate regulator is going to take a bunch of parts that we are not yet putting into our warehouses. So we have steel alloy in a warehouse, we have insulation layers in a warehouse, but we don't have these in here. And so we need to get those in there. And we also need to get sensor arrays in there as well. So that's going to be some things that we need to start taking care of. So we don't have antennas going to a warehouse. We don't have gold wiring going to a warehouse. And we don't have ruby ore. Well, we do have ruby ore actually going to a warehouse, so that we can do. And I don't know if we have ceramic components at this point going to a warehouse. I don't think we do. So we can take a look at that actually and see whether whether or not we do. I can't remember whether or not we made a connection for ceramic components, and those were actually made over here on the workbench, if I remember right. No, they were actually made over here on the assembling bench, and I just keep on overlooking them. Somehow. Somehow I keep on overlooking these. Let me go here. Ceramic components. They are made. Oh, they're made at a refiner. So those we actually do have. I believe we have a connection to those already. I think I made those. So we can actually take a look here. If I were to go and try and make a sensor array. No, it was what was the other part we needed? Oh, yeah, it was the thermal regulators. So we could actually start making thermal regulators, but we would need something that's near one of our ruby ore in order to do that. So where we have our ceramic components right now, that's not really necessarily helping us unless we got some ruby ore that's near there as well to take care of that. So we can take a look and see what we've got there. I also need to make sure that we have everything we need for our assembly machines. So this is where I also need to start getting computers and rotors made and get those going. And those are just very basic parts. So I really need to start getting these into warehouses. So let's actually start with that. Start with some basics and then work our way up from there. So computers and rotors. If we take a look at these, I didn't have to run back in here to do this. I keep forgetting I can just hit J and find it from there. So rotors are just cables and rubber belts. So then I have to figure out exactly where I have the cables, where I have my rubber belts. And I do have those both kind of over here. So I can kind of make a run here. So the rubber belts are actually coming out here. Yeah, they're coming out here. Yeah, because that's making rubber belts. And then we got the cable here. So I can actually go here and I can create a connection for both of these. And then, oh, but do I have a place where I can put these into that warehouse? I don't, because that warehouse is now actually full. So I would actually have to, I guess, put it back into that other warehouse over there, which I guess I can do. And maybe that means I just set this up way back here. And perhaps that's what I'm going to do. So we're going to make, oh, but I need to make the rotors and the computer first before I can even do this. So, because I don't have the rotors for the assembler, for the assembling machine. So I'm missing that. So we got to go back here and actually make 4 rotors. So we're going to do that. 1, 2, 3, 4. We do have the computer that we need to make the assembling machine. And I can go ahead and make another computer while I'm at it, because if I make another assembling machine to work on making the computers, I'll need the computer to make the assembling machine. So order of operations and all that. So we're now going to run back out here. And I'm glad I now left that warehouse where it was. That did actually work out in my favor here. So we're going to hop up here, all hail drone again, and we're going to set up an assembler that's going to be right over here. So we're going to go Q, set up an assembling machine right here, and we'll have it go this way, like that. And then we're going to hop back in here, click off of that. We're going to remove this connection right here. And we're going to remove this connection right here, somewhere in the middle. And I guess I'm gonna have to do that a little bit more. So we'll do that. And now I'm gonna have to set up a couple of splitters to complete this job. So we need 2 splitters, and I think I have everything I need for splitters. Yeah, because that's just circuit boards. So at this point in time, that's not an issue. So we're gonna set up a splitter here, and we're gonna set up a splitter kind of. Where am I gonna put this splitter? I'll actually put it. Oh boy, this is gonna get dicey. I'll put it here. Yeah, we'll put it here. Okay, so now we're going to connect these cables to that splitter. Will it go there? No, it won't, because that's it's too tight. So I've actually got to remove a little bit more of this. So let's remove a little bit more of this conveyor. Yeah, I've actually got to remove that entire conveyor, and we got to reroute it. So rerouting it there, that works. And now we're going to take a part of this and run it. So this part is just going to run back to there, like that. So that's going to reconnect to that. Oh, can I make this happen a little more straight? Possibly. So we're going to go like this. And I know that they changed something that allows you to like change the heights. Like you can hit left control and change the heights of your conveyors, I think. Maybe while you're on the ground or something. I thought I read something about that, but we're not going to worry about it right now. Because again, it doesn't really matter how they're set up, because the game doesn't really care about that. So we're going to remove that conveyor again, and we're going to set this up so that's going more out in the distance to meet up with that one. There, that's better-ish. And it does try and do things more in a straight line. I do remember them talking about that, so that's why that's going in much more of a straight line now, which is good. And now we're going to set this one back up like that and reroute that one like that. So now we need one conveyor that's going to go here into that spot. And look at that. Perfect angles. I love perfect angles. And now we're going to set this one up to go kind of straight like this. And then we're going to connect it to go this way into there. And again, that's all fine. And it may have actually put that one in a good spot, for all I know. If I were to get down on the ground, do they actually have those on better angles now? It looks like they do. So that one looks like it's actually going over the top, which is nice. So they are making the conveyors a little bit smarter so that they don't just like phase on top of each other, which is kind of cool. That's really nice to see. And now we're going to have this. This is now going to start making rotors, which is exactly what we want. Now we just have to have these rotors actually go somewhere. So all hail drone again. And these rotors are going to go back. Where's going to be the best place for these rotors to go? Man, I'd hate to lose that many plates, but maybe that's going to be the best thing to do, is just to kill that connection. Yeah, I know I'm losing a million plates in the process of this. I get it, but it's okay. So we're gonna take this out. So we're gonna remove this conveyor all the way down. And I guess I'm just gonna, maybe can I go all the way to the end there and remove it? Perhaps. Yeah, so we're gonna just remove that in stages. And then that last one there. Okay. And then that one there. And then that one there. So many pieces. I don't know if there's a way to like have it like remove the whole thing. Perhaps there is, and I just don't know it. But now that's going there, because now what we're going to do is we're going to move a little bit further down, because I'm not going to be able to make it all the way to the end with my drone. So we're going to run all the way to here, and now get back into our drone and set up our connection for these. So this is now going to run all the way to there, like that. And it's going to phase through that miner. It's okay. You can't have everything in this game. You just can't. But you've got some. All right, so there we go. Now we got rotors that are being made and are going into a warehouse. And then our plates can go right here into that warehouse position. And that's all good again. So now we got the rotors. Now the other thing we got to focus on is the computers. Oh, and I got a rogue conveyor belt right there. So let me see if I can get rid of that one. That one's just going to hang out until the end of time, being like, "You cannot get rid of me. I will stand for all of my previous maker," or something. Can I even hit that one? Nope, because that's going to take care of that. I don't even know if I could crouch. You know what? It's not that important. That'll stay there as a memory. And it'll be fine. So now if we go back and if we take a look at computers. So for computers, we need circuit boards, we need cables. Now we've got circuit boards being made up the hill, up there in one of those warehouses. We're going to run back there. And the thing I got to see is whether or not there is a copper. Well, yeah, there's obviously copper because we're using that to make the circuit boards, I believe. So we're going to run up here. I think that's the case. So if we take a look, it was over here, I believe we got this set up. So let's take a look. We've got, what do we got here? We got the glass panes, we got silica, we've got more. Oh yeah, the plates are going there. And, oh yeah, so that's the circuit boards. Okay, so yeah, this is going to be tricky. Because then I would need to somehow split the circuit boards off. And I'd also have to split some. Oh boy, how would we even go about doing that? This is going to be tight. I might just have to do this in another spot, but I'd hate to have to do that because it's just, there would be so much involved there. Is there another copper ingot up here from where I'm standing? Is there another one in the area? There does not seem to be. There's not another one close. So I'd like have to completely duplicate this entire operation somewhere else just for the sake of making computers. And I don't know if that's worth it. So I'm trying to think of how I could do this with the way I've got all this set up, because it's kind of a mess right now. And on top of that, do I even have any spaces open in this warehouse to put anything? I do. So I've I've got circuit boards going in here, and I've got the glass, I've got the osmium, and I think I could get rid of that osmium connection. I don't even know if I need that. But right now it just becomes a space issue. So if I were going to do this, I would need cables, and I could hypothetically run the cables up from way down low with the giant conveyor, but I don't know if it's worth it to do that either. So, okay. We just got to try and figure this out, because this, again, this is where it's going to start looking like Spaghetti Junction with the way that this is all lined up, because I don't have much room for the circuit boards. So let's get rid of this connection first. Let's take that out. And let's see, can I move this at all? Not much. So we're going to hop in here. What can I do with this conveyor? Can I reroute this conveyor backwards? I might be able to do this. So, but I need to split it. That's the issue that we've got. So I'm going to have to build a splitter. Okay, not a pipe. That's not what we want, a splitter. Oh, this is going to be so close to the warehouse. I don't know if this is going to work. And I don't think I can build that off of that. I don't think that works like that. I don't think you can connect those things. And I don't think I can get it that close. Maybe? We're going to find out. So we're going to go here. Can I connect that to that? Will that work? Or can I have it go, or maybe, oh gosh, this is so snug. Maybe if I keep on building it and then bulldozing it, maybe that'll make it where we can actually see the connection. So let's try building it real close again. And then taking it out. Because that way, maybe now it'll actually be able to get the connection made. So let's try it one more time. Oh, can I put it that close? Will it let me? So let's get out of here. Let's see if I can make a connection. Nope, they're not on the same level. So it's not at all going to let me put that conveyor there. at all. So this is where this all becomes a mess. Oh, so yeah, let's think about this one a bit, and I'll be back. Okay, so we've moved the assembling machine a little bit further back now, and hopefully that's going to help us out. So we've made this connection a little bit further back, and this is actually going to help because I'm going to now need to. This will allow me to split off the the plates here as well, so I can set up a splitter here, not an assembling machine, a splitter. So I got to go here and grab a splitter. Let's take one of those. We're going to set one of these up here like this, and then we're going to make this connection. I got to watch my oxygen as well because I'm doing a lot of stuff here. So now that's going to make that connection, and now I can get another splitter. Oh, that's apparently not connected. That is not connected. So let's try that again. That did not connect to that. Now it is. Or is it? Yeah, now it is. Okay, now that's running. So now we're going to go, oh yeah, and I had some silica left over because I ran out of inventory space. Now we're going to make another, we're going to set up another splitter here, like this, and make that connection there, into there, and then we're going to make that connection back to that, which will go there. And now I'm going for a ride, whether or not I want to be. And now I need to take a quick hop into my ship, which is forever jiggling. Okay, now we're better, or we're good enough. And now I think I can pick that up. So, or I can put that, or let's see, can I pick that up at all? I can. Oh, it was trying to have me put it in the warehouse. I see. So now we've got this. So now I can set up another assembler out this way. So I'm gonna have to move my ship. That's the thing I've got. So I got to move my ship. So the next thing I got to do is I've got to make a parts. I got to make a part producer so I can make some cables up here. So let's move the ship over to here. I think here I'll be out of the way. I'm pretty sure. It'll fall down the hill. It'll keep falling and stop there. It's fine. That's perfectly good. Now we can go back over here and let's take a look at this. So we're now going to set up a part producer right here, and I'm going to quit hitting the wrong button eventually. I don't know when, but eventually. So part producer to make our cables. That's going to go right here, just like this. And then we're going to connect that to that. So conveyor, they're going to try and do that. So will that let me? I didn't really set that up very well. Let's try this again. So once more, part producer, and run that way. Okay, that's better. Okay, now conveyor. So let me get down here just in case I can't see it very well. Oh yeah, that's the issue because of where the splitter is. So hopefully I can get it in there. Will it? It will. And that connects. Okay, that's all I need. It's the power of science. Now this is going to make cables. That's... No! Shoot! No, 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 no. Oh, shoot. I forgot about that. So, no. Oh, man. It's been so long since I made these. Okay. So that was useless. So that gets off of there. And this gets off of here. Oh, man. So, yeah. I've made... Mistakes have been made. So this can just go to here again. So, oh, so, nope. So that reconnects to there. And that all stays the same. So the connection actually has to be done up here at the ingots. Oh, boy, and that is so tight. Oh, man. So we're going to have to... Okay. So, yeah. Right. We're going to get this. So break that connection. Break this connection. And try and break that connection. I'm going to get rid of that part producer. My inventory is so full. I know it's full. I get that. So now we're going to set up a... Not that. We're going to set up a splitter. So a splitter will go here. So that splitter is going to go like this. And we're going to set that up there. We're going to run that connection in. Then we're going to have a part producer that we're going to make that's coming out of here. The one that we had before. So another part producer, the one that we had before, will come out of here. Where are you? There you are. You're going to come out of there. You are going to then get connected into there. Okay. You are once again going to make the plates you were making before. So that will work. That is connected, right? Maybe it's not. Let's take a look. That may not be connected. Perhaps it isn't. So let's see. I don't want to dismantle the part producer. I want to get rid of that conveyor. And let's try setting that conveyor up again. Are you connected there now? Is that actually connected? It's or is there not? The ingots. So those are going backwards. Did I build that splitter wrong? Perhaps I did. Maybe that's what the issue is. So did I build the splitter upon itself? I've got a feeling that's what I did. So, marooning is high. So let's try this again. A splitter. Yeah, and we want it that way. We absolutely want it that way. So I wonder if one of these conveyors, this conveyor looks like it's messed up with itself. So maybe that's what the issue is. So let's hop out of here. Maybe this conveyor is the thing that's busted. Yeah, I think that was the issue that we had. That conveyor was messing up with itself. And now I can move this part producer. I can get this out of here. So let's set up another one. I got to, again, keep an eye on my health, my oxygen. So part producer take 14. Set that right there. I think that will work. And then we can set up the conveyor. So I saw something with, like, if I looked at this, I thought there was something about setting up the conveyors, but perhaps I was looking at it wrong. But now that's connected. And now this is going to make our plates again. And then we can connect that. So I'm going to have to get rid of this conveyor here. And now I can reconnect this to, let's get down and go here and see if I can make that connection. I can. And run that back there. Okay, that's good. So now we've got that. So all this in the name of making computers. Where's my ship? It's way over there. And of course I could take an oxygen capsule. I certainly could do that, but this is just gonna be the easier way to do it. Run in here, get myself a little healthy again, and run back out. Yeah, this is one of the ones that I was kind of dreading because I knew it was going to be so much work based on the way I had whatchamacallits set up, my circuit boards. This is where it was going to get challenging. So now I've got all kinds of stuff sitting out here. It's okay. It's a menagerie of products. It'll all be fine. So we're going to set up another part producer here. And we're going to go part producer again, right about here. Just like that. And then we're going to set up another round of conveyors to here. And you are going to make cables. Okay, and the cables should be going in there. Okay, so now we can set up an assembler somewhere out here. So we'll set up the assembler somewhere out here and have it pointing back that direction. So the assembling machine is going to be here and it's going to point back that way. That's what we want. Not enough rotors. Of course I don't have enough rotors. How would I run out of rotors? I've got rotors going somewhere. How's that even possible? I've got the rotors, they're going into something. That was the whole point of that exercise. So where are my rotors if they're not going into the machine? What have I done? I thought I had that right, so let's run back down the hill and let's eat some food. And let's see. Oh, let's get into the ship. Let's go back down the hill. What's going on with the rotors? Because I thought for sure that I had the rotors all going into here. So what is happening? What is wrong with this connection? So where are we wrong? So let's take a look. You are the rotors. Where are you going? If not into the warehouse. Or is the spot full? The spot's full. That's what it is. So I got to get this stuff out of here. Ew, that's what it is. So we got to take that out of there in order to get the rotors in. So the plates are going to go into here. So we're just going to take a bunch of plates, put them in there. That's what it is. Now I know. So I just got to keep on putting this stuff together a little bit more, and that'll give me more space for like more plates and stuff. Now I understand. Yeah, this is the downfall of having stuff kind of all over the place. So we're going to move as much more of this as we can. That's about all I'm going to be able to do. That's about as good as we got it. I've got so many circuit boards in my possession. Oh, I don't know what I'm going to do with so many circuit boards now. Oh, this is good. So now we can go back up the hill. So now we got the rotors being made. So let's go up. And now we can make the assembling machine. Again. And we're going to set this way out of the way up here. I think we'll be safe up here. I think we'll be good. Just leave that there. Back into the drone we go. And again, now we're going to go here and assembling machine, spin that direction so it's facing towards the warehouse. That's all we want. So now we're going to connect this to here. Going to see what it can do to do this. So we're going to have it go like that, and then connect from there to there. Perfect. That doesn't even look too bad. And then this one is so let's take a look here. Let's see what we got going on here. Oh, it doesn't know what to do. So it's making circuit boards because it didn't know what to do. And now we're going to set up another conveyor coming out of here, going into here. And again, this is spaghetti junction. I completely know it. So we're going to have you go this way. And then from here, go this way. Like that. Perfect. And now you can make computers, which is what we want. So you will make computers. And then we'll take the computers and send them into there. So let's take a look. Yeah, the circuit boards are moving. And the computers are going to go right into there. I'm going to have to get down there and do that because it's being a little bit fussy, it seems. So let's run that in ourselves. And perhaps we'll be fine. So just drop it in there. There we got it. Now it's all good. Again, it's a mess. I know it's a mess. I appreciate the messiness of it. I absolutely do. So let's take a look. And what is going on? Here are the circuit boards. They're now charging up the hill. Now the other question becomes, because I've not really done anything with this, is if I take a look at some of these advanced conveyors, those take carbon fiber, these take osmium alloy. So I could, but that doesn't really help me because I still don't have the things that are like that even make this stuff that fast. So I don't even think that helps me all that much. The only thing I hope I don't run into is an issue of not having having this get filled up with cables. And that's always the part that worries me. Is that, well, now I think I'll be okay because I think it'll constantly keep cables in there because it won't make the computers fast enough, I'm pretty sure. So these won't get filled up with the third slot should not get filled up with the third slot will not get filled up with computers or with cables. That was what I was trying to figure out. So now we have a connection to computers. We now have a connection to circuit boards. We now have a connection to rotors. That part is all done. So now we can make assembling machines at a moment's notice because we will have the computers that are going into this warehouse eventually. They won't get there very fast, but we won't need that many of them. And so whatever we got stored here is going to be more than enough. And unfortunately, I have nowhere to put all these circuit boards, so I'll have to figure out something to do with those. They'll probably end up going into storage or something like that. But now we've done that. That part's good. And that only took 30 minutes. So that was just for some of the basics, but those were going to be some of the hardest ones because of all the connections that I had previously made. Now that we've done that, now we can go about doing the thermal regulators, which the first part of that is going to be gold wiring. So if I go back here and take a look at this, because I know that this was another one of my challenges, was gold wiring. So if we go here and if we look at gold wiring, that takes gold ingots and rubber. So this won't be that bad now that I think about it, because the place we're going to be able to do this is going to be down here on the shore over here where we're also making our osmium alloy, because we already have a connection here to water and we already have a connection here to gold. So it's going to be easy enough to put up a tree warehouse and then get the rubber from here and then just split off the gold and set up everything here for that. So we're going to be able to do this here. And we have a warehouse already here as well. So that's the even better part. So we're going to have to go down towards the water. And it might be worth it here to set up a better water pump. But I don't know if I have everything I need to even set up a better one. So I may not want to get into that right now. But just for the fun of it, if I wanted to do a better water pump, what would it take? So water pump 2. Fast rotors. And I can't do that because I don't have the gear assemblies. Yeah, I don't have the graphite rods. So that's a further down the road thing. So we're just going to put up a regular old water pump. Just do that. So let's put up a normal one and set that right there. We have everything we need to do it. So let's put that there. And then I can set up an organic, hopefully a tree greenhouse. I don't have the organics. So I got to get 10 organics. So I got to run back to the house to do that. And I don't have organics going into a warehouse because I don't normally ever need that. That's not normally ever a thing. So we just got to pick up 10 organics to build the tree greenhouse. That's what I was trying to say. And then with that, we can make the rubber, and then we can make the gold wiring, and then we'll have everything we need to make the thermal thingamajiggers, whatever they're called. So let's drop here real quick. I'm not parked on it. I'm not even worried about it anymore. It's close enough, as always. So let's grab these organics. And let's see, what all can I put in here? I've got space to put some stuff, so let's put that in there. Let's put that in there. Let's put that in there. That works. Clears up some space. It's good enough. I can put that in there. I can put that in there. Do I have anything else I can put in there? Doesn't look like it, so that's fine. And I've got a rock. Oh, I've got more rocks. I forgot, so I can actually take these out of my pocket. I've got a lot of rocks. There. So there's your I got a rock reference that we were looking at before. Spaceship we go. We have our organics. We can now go make the tree greenhouse. We can get that connected to make even more organics, to make rubber, so that we can make our gold wiring, get that into a warehouse, because that's another one of the ones we've been missing. So let's pop down about here. This will be good. Right about here. And set up a tree greenhouse in this direction. Hopefully the tree greenhouses don't care about the fact that it's hot. I really hope they don't care about that. We're going to find out. So up we go. And let's see. Tree greenhouse. And we're going to set that with the water connection right there. So there we go. And then we're going to set up the pipes to there. Got it. And then we're going to... So now again, I need an assembling machine. I got to figure out the best place to put the assembling machine. Because that is an assembling machine. Yeah, it is. So we're going to have the rubber that's going to come out of here. And we're going to have the gold that's going to come out of here again. So we got to break this gold connection. So let's break that connection. And then we're going to set up a splitter again. So another splitter. We're so good with splitters now. So splitter. Right about that. And then we will re-establish this connection into there. There we go. Now we will then set up an assembling machine kind of over here in this direction. So an assembling machine over here. Yeah, we'll do that. This will work. Being over here will be fine. And then we will reestablish this connection for the gold back there. So that's being done to make the osmium alloy. This will go into here. This will then hop off of here and we'll reconnect it like that so it's not a giant mess. Those organics... Nope, 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 nope. That's wrong. Order of operations is missing a step. We need a part producer first, I think. Or is it a forge? Let's take a look. What do we need for rubber? Rubber needs a part producer. So we're going to make a part producer first. Gotta remember that order of operations. Part producer will go right about there. Oxygen's fine, so we have no issues there. Connect that to that. That there. Then this will make rubber. This will in turn make our gold wiring. Just like that. And then we will run this from here, just like that. We'll keep that nice and snug, and then run that into spot number 5. Just like that. So that should all start working once the rubber is coming out of there. So we'll see that. So it looks like we got a couple. Yep, there's the gold wiring going in already as we speak. So we will have that. And now that we have the gold wiring, now the issue that we have is it's once again, we're going to have the gold wiring where we don't need the gold wiring. Because in order to make the, in order to make the, what are the parts even called? If I go back here to J, and we go to thermal. So where are they? Yeah, it was a thermal regulator. Oh no, that's fine. That's the ruby-ore and the ceramic components. So I don't even know what I'm talking about. We've got that. I think that the issue there is that I didn't have those things that were near each other. So I think all this was just to... I don't even remember what it was all for. It'll come to me. We're not going to worry about it right now. So now we're just going to go and find a way to make those thermal regulators. I think maybe I needed it. I'll have to go back and look at the tape as to why I needed the gold wiring. I know there was I think it might have been maybe to make the thing that the ruby ore needed in order to be... No. Was it for an assembly machine? I don't even know. But we're going to go here. I'm going to stop trying to figure out what it was that I needed all this for. For some reason, I was set on it. So we're going to look here. And in order to make the... we're going to have to go out this way. And we're going to probably have to make the connection there. Because this is where we're going to go to make our thermal regulators. Because we got ruby ore there. We've got quartz there. which we can then turn into these ceramic components. Because I think the ceramic component, was that why we needed the gold wiring? Was that it? That might have been it. Maybe that's how I got down this entire thing. No, that's just straight up silica. I don't know how I got down that rabbit hole. Oh, but that's going to take a refiner, ain't it? Oh, shoot. Which is going to require water. Oh, boy. So then the question becomes, how do we go about easily doing that? Because I don't know. Well, let's head this way, and let's see what that looks like over there. Maybe this is why we're going to need the fast conveyors. So where am I heading? I am heading that direction. So that way we can start looking at the thermal regulators and how to best build these. So this deposit should be right here by the water. And it is. It's like right here in front of me. Oh, I'm getting ready to land on it. So here it is. So then the question becomes, now of course we detour, as we always do. If we wanted to build a better water purifier, what does it take for that? It takes 5 catalytic, yeah, and that's where I don't have the phosphorus. So that gets me right back to that again. So water purifiers, I thought I had filters somewhere. Apparently I don't. I somehow don't have filters made yet, but we'll maybe have to worry about that another time. Let's hop back into our ship and head to, we've got a little base of operations around here somewhere. Let's see, where is that anyway? Oh, that's just off to the east, or it's off to my left, I believe. It's over, yeah, it's over there. That's where we got it. And I've got a little hub over here where I can make the filters, and then I can come back, make a purifier, and start making the pumps. Yeah, because we're going to have to set all that up for the thermal regulators right there. That's going to be the easiest place to do it. So let's hop down, set it right here on top of our ship. That's fine. It's perfectly fine. Nothing to worry about. It's all good. And this would be easy enough. I mean, it'd be easy enough to put filters into a warehouse. I just have to figure out how I would do that. And that's not the thing that's on my current order of operations. So now, back to the rubies. So we're going to go here. And the rubies were right over. Oh, shoot. What have I done? Oh, my ship's going to come down. I, like, hopped out of my ship accidentally and somehow did not kill myself in the process. That was a mistake. I kind of hit E and don't go in the water. Get out of there. Okay. That was interesting. It's perfectly good. So let's go here and try to not do anything else that's borderline or even more stupid. I'm going to set up a water purifier out here because we're going to need it. So that's going to go out there, start purifying that water, and I could probably set up, no, I can't, because let me actually do this. Let me go back into that, and let me set that out further away from land. So can I get closer to it? Yeah. And let's set that out further. So purifier, out there. That's where I want it. Not enough. Oh no, I'm doing the wrong one. Like, wait, I know I got all the parts. I don't have power, so I got to set up some power out here. That's no problem. So we'll set up some. We'll set up some of our famous solar panels in all directions because we can, and that will take care of it. So we got a couple solar panels. We'll set up one more. We love them. So now we can go about setting up all of our other things. So hopefully I've got the miner that I need to even take care of this ruby. We're going to find out. So what does it take for one of these? I do. That's right. I made everything I needed to make 2 advanced miners. So we can do this. And then I got to remember exactly how we set this up, because it's got to sit in just the proper spot on here. And for whatever reason, when you're above it in your drone, you can't get to it. But when you go down to it, you can't. So you can, and then if I go back into drone mode, it will let me, and we'll go up further, and this will be fine. So we'll set that up like that. All right, so we got rubies here now. And now the thing we need is we need the quartz. So if I take a look, where is the quartz from here? It is way that direction. So we're going to have to take all the quartz and bring it this way. And for that, I'm going to probably use the faster conveyors. I will probably do that for that. So let's head that way straight to the west and make the connection to that quartz. So let's hop into our ship, go out this way, and that quartz deposit is right there. All right, so then we're gonna hop out of here, hop into here, gonna make an advanced miner. It's got to go straight that way. So we're gonna set up the miner, advanced miner, and it's gonna go like that. Does this have power? Let's take a look. If I go into here, and if we look at this guy, it does have power. That's good. So now we're going to set up a long line of conveyors, and these are going to be the really good conveyors. So we're going to go deluxe mode on the conveyors here because we got plenty of osmium alloy. That's not a problem. So we're just going to run these as far as I can run them, which in this case is going to be here. And that's fine. They're going to go up there by science. We're good with that. We're now going to spin this around and drop down a little bit more. Hop out of the ship, hop back into the drone, hop back up we go, and continue this connection with our advanced, with these conveyors. Because again, this has got to go a long way. And we'll have that continue that way. All right. And then we'll hop once again back into our ship. And I think now I'll be good. And I'll be able to make the trip the rest of the way now. Yes. Yeah, we should be good now to just park. I do believe. All right, so now we're parked. Hop back into the drone and finish this connection. So here we go. I don't even know how many. This didn't even use that much osmium alloy. That's the best part of this. So let's set this up. Let's be smart about this. So we're going to set it up that far. Because now I got to take this. I've got to turn it into silica. That's got to be the first thing I do. So that's going to, Forge is going to turn this into silica. So let's set that up like that. And then finish that connection with our fancy conveyors into there. Will that work? I hope it will. Let's get close and just make sure. I may have had this built in the bad spot. Will that go in there? I think. Nope, maybe not. So I might have to, let's build this out a little bit further just to play it safe. So we'll build it out a little bit more in the distance. So Forge, just a little bit further out. And then I can easily hook up the conveyor. It's there. Now we'll hook up the conveyor easily and run that in. There we go, just like that. And then that's going to make the silica. Then I need this to turn around and make the ceramic components. So this is going to be a part producer, I believe. If I go here to ceramic components, that it just takes a, no, that takes the refiner. That's why I did all this. So now we need a refiner. So we're going to set up a refiner out this way. So refiner is going to be next. And oh, does that have power? Is that okay with power? I can't tell from where I am. I probably have to get a little bit closer. And I need more food, as always. It's always more food. So now let's get out a little bit further here and see whether or not that thing's actually working. It should be, and it may just take some time. So let's take a look at it. Are you running? Are you good? I don't know. I can't tell. I think you are. Normally you would tell me if you're all right. It seems like the water is getting a little clearer here. If we take a look on the map, oh, I can't tell from here. That's right. I got to be in the map at the back of the base. We're going to assume that the water's okay there. And we're going to set up a water pump. Just a basic one, because that's about all I can do. And we're going to set this up here, just like that. And let's see, the water is 14 liters per second, so it's getting more pure. It's going to take some time, but it's getting there. So now we can set up a refiner. That's the point of all this. So refiner, next. Oh, and I need more filters. Doggone it. Ugh. It's always something. Back to the base we go. I should have just given myself a pocket full of filters. Had I been thinking about it, I would have done such. I didn't think it was going to be an issue. I was wrong. So across we go. Back to our main headquarters. Our main menagerie of stuff. And we'll hop down here. Grab some filters. Set that up. So we'll get, maybe I'll just make 10 of these now. And we'll just have, we'll have some spares to put in our pocket. You just never know when you're going to need spare filters. You just never can tell. So this will take a little bit of time, but not too much to make 10 of these. So when we're done here, we will have the thermal, these guys. And I keep on forgetting what they're called for whatever reason. The thermal regulators. Oh, shoot. I didn't even mean to make one of those. But we're going to have them now. So, yeah, because the ceramic components I have, where I've got them, it's no use. Unless I ran a massively long conveyor from wherever they were set up. And that's not going to be worth it. So, if anything, I might need those for something else. So I'll keep them as they are. The components, that is. But then I'll go this way and have more just for the regulators. All right, so back over here we go. We've got plenty of filters now for our refiners and whatnot. So let's drop here. This will work. And hop out. Are you going to fall down the hill? Nope, you're good. And so once again, now that I have everything I need, I hope, we're going to go here and we're going to set up a refiner and set up the water connection. Oh, this will actually be fine. This will work. And we'll set this up right about there, giving ourselves space in case we ever need it in the future. Going to set up some pipes to here, like that. Get in there. Okay, perfect. Set up a conveyor, just a basic one. We don't need a fancy one for here. So that is then going to go ahead and start making the ceramic components. So that will do that. Then we need the assembler. So now we got to set up the assembler. So let's do that. The assembling machine, which now we can make because we have connections to computers and rotors, which is one of the things that we were trying to do earlier. And now we have that. So we're going to set this up just like this. Put this out in this direction. And that'll be fine. And now we're going to connect the ruby ore to that side. We're going to connect the refiner to that side. We're going to tell this machine to make the thermal regulators, which it's now going to be able to do. And the last thing we're going to do is we are going to build yet another warehouse, because we can build these bad boys anywhere we want. And it's perfectly fine. So another warehouse. And we're going to drop it right here. It's going to be a paradise full of warehouses out here in our hostile land. And we're going to connect that right there. Just like that. So there we go. Now we got thermal regulators that are now being made. And then the only other thing that I think that we need is we need to be able to make these sensor arrays, which in order to do that, we're going to need, we would theoretically need to find a way to get the antennas made close to where we're making the gold wiring. And the antennas, in order to make the antennas, what do we need? We need iron rods and we need copper plates. So how easy would that be to do? If we take a look at our map, and if we look over here, so the gold wiring is being made over here. There's like no copper anywhere close. None. And what else did we need for those antennas again? Iron rods. So, and if we take a look, oh, how's my oxygen? It's fine. And I'm not even hungry. And then yeah, so we would have to run a lot of stuff. Yeah, because the iron and the copper are both out that way. Or I'd have to run, yeah, this is where this gets tough because the gold becomes the challenge here. But we're making the gold wiring here. And I could, I guess, shuttle a bunch of it out some direction. Is this one? Yeah, that's got a bunch of connections already made to it. So yeah, I might have to make connections to copper and iron from way over there and run a big line of conveyors over here to where my gold wiring is. So that way I can make the sensor arrays. Let's try that. This one might be a little bit longer than one of our normal episodes. But so this one might go like an hour 10, hour 15. But I do want to try and get this done. Because that will then get us towards our next goal. So let's hop into our ship. We need to go out this way. So we're going to go out this direction here. Up we go. So everything here is now happening. The thermal regulators are being made. The sensor arrays are going to be getting ready to be made. And then I can make my climate, my climate regulators, I think is what they're called. Or climate controllers, perhaps. And yeah, now we got to head way out this direction. And we're going to, once again, set up a bunch of giant conveyors for all of this stuff. And again, thankfully we have connections to osmium alloys, so this is no big deal to do this. But we've got a long way to go to do all this stuff. All right, so first up, we got the iron. Let's take a look. Let's drop down here and see how close we are to it. So the iron is still further out. And then we'll have to come back to the copper. So let's, and I can probably do all this and then run the finished product the long distance. Because I need, what is it all I need? Again, let me take a look at this. I need the antennas. Oh, but then I got to run the antennas into a warehouse too. So I got to have the antennas available for other stuff, theoretically. Maybe. So yeah, we can make the antennas here, drop a warehouse here, and then have a long line of antennas that go over there and match up with the gold wiring. So that's what we'll do. So we got to fly a little bit further west. And the deposit is it up the hill? Am I getting close to it? Is it you? Where are you? So let's take a look. It is, oh, it's up this way. Oh boy, it's up here, isn't it? It's up here, I'm guessing. Is it you? It's you. You're the one. Okay. That's fine. We can do this. So let's start. So into the drone mode we go, and up, and then we're going to be heading out that direction with all this. So the miner first. Let's get the miner going. It's a regular old miner. Nothing fancy about it. Build it right there. And now a long line of conveyors that is going to run straight out towards the copper. So we're going to build it out like that direction. Not like that's going to help me here because it's not. But we're now going to take this, run this a long way out there. So we'll just set that there for the moment, just like that. And I've got to set up some solar panels here, at least one to operate this miner. So one solar panel. There you go. That's all we need there. Into our spaceship we go. And into our spaceship we go. And let's get away from this. Head over here. Drop into the crevasse. And then we're going to, yeah, so we just got to keep on running those conveyors this direction. So am I out? Now I am. So that conveyor is there. So let's take that, run that. I think I can put this into my 0 slot. So let's go 0. That's in there. And connect there. And keep running this direction, I believe, all the way down. And we're going to stop it right about there just so I can see where I am. So if I look now, we're getting closer and we're heading towards the copper. That's what I wanted to see. So let's hop back down into here and keep moving forward. And here's the copper. These are my copper deposits right here. Yeah, so we got one. Yeah, we got one there. And then one, yeah, and we got our iron coming from there. That's what we got. So let's finish this connection for our iron. This will keep rolling over to here, just like this. Just gonna leave that like that for now. I'm gonna go flying. That's fine. We're now going to set up another miner here. For the copper, we're going to set up another couple of solar panels to power all this. So we'll set one up here, and we'll set one up there. We'll set one up there, and we'll set one up over here, and another one there. Sure, that'll work. Plenty of power for all this. Now, we now need to establish a connection to here. Just like that. So actually, I'll do that in a second. So we're making, in this case, for the antennas, we are making what? So we're going to go back to antennas again. We need, nope. We need iron rods. We need copper plates. So we got to get forges going for both of these first. So 2 forges. That's where we're going to start. So forges. Number 1, number 2. So forge here. Forge here. And then we're going to go ahead and finish this connection into there. That's fine. Finish that connection into there. There's going to be people that their OCD is going to go crazy that I don't have that with being the same thing. So we're going to fix that. So that way people don't lose their minds. I don't want to be responsible for that. Part producers are going to be next. And here we're going to have this make copper plates. Here we're going to have this make iron rods. So we're going to establish these connections now. Like that. Like that. This is going to make the copper plates. This is going to make the iron rods. Now we can turn and set up an assembling machine right here, which again we can do because we have connections to everything. Set that right about here, and we're going to then run a connection from there to there, just like that. I'm going to try to do that there, and then we're going to run that one there. That will take care of that. And then eventually, these parts need to go all the way there to where we have our gold wiring. Because, or I mean, I guess I could set up some gold wiring. Well, no, these are all sulfur deposits. That's the only gold I have here. So I'm actually, yeah, I'm just going to have a giant conveyor run that direction because that's where we're making the gold wiring. And I'm also going to set up some gold wiring. So I'm going to set up a warehouse here for antennas just in case I ever need them. I don't know if we will, but just in case we do, I'll make sure I have it set up. So we're going to go out of here. We're going to set up a splitter. We're good at this, I think. I'm not sure. Splitter right about there. Okay, that's good. And then we're going to set up a warehouse this direction just to store these extras in case we need to. So we'll put that there. Run that connection into here. Run that connection into there. And I think I told this to make... Did I tell that to make any? No, I didn't tell that to make anything. So that's making antennas. So I did not tell that to make antennas. And now we have to begin the giant process of running the rest of these the long way over to the east. So we're going to start doing that because that's going to have to go all that way. This is going to be the longest conveyor we've ever made, but it's going to be fine. It'll all be good. It's just got to go basically out that way towards there. So let's go here. We're going to go once again to our conveyors. This is science. Those are in my 0 spot, so I can connect that and go a long way. So we're going to go there. That's going to eat up 55 of my osmium alloy, 56 of my osmium alloy. Set that just like that. Now, I'm going to fly out this direction. Maybe stop right on top of here if I can. I'm going to try and stop on top of here if I can. Might be able to pull that off. Sure, that works. And drone from here. Going to connect that. This is going to run through here just like that. And we're going to go out as far as we can, which is that. That's perfect. Now, if I look, we're going the right direction. We got a long way to go, but we're going the right direction. So let's hop back into our ship. Keep moving this way. And we'll stop right about here. This will be fine. That'll keep floating down the hill. I'm not worried about it. It'll land somewhere. Now we'll go back this way. Continue this connection. So I think I should be able to connect to that. From here. Oh, please tell me I can. Oh, shoot. I'm going to have to walk a little bit further. I was hoping I was close enough. I am not. So I got to go down this way a little bit more. And then I think I can get close enough to do that. I think. Yes, I can. Perfect. And then we'll just keep going like this. Just keep going that way with it. Again, it's the longest connection that I'll have ever made, but I'm good with it because we've got plenty of osmium alloy. That's not a problem. So that can just keep on running, and hopefully no one ever messes with my pipeline. We'll be okay. And I think it's just basically around that corner. Yeah, I can tell it's right around that corner because I can see the purifier in the distance. So that's how I know we're getting close. So again, hopefully I'm close enough to make the connection in the drone. I think I am. Please tell me I am. Oh, shoot, I'm a little too far away again. We got to run a little bit more. I always overestimate on that. So now let's get in and connect that there. Keep rolling it all the way as far as I can. Just like that. How far can we go? We can go all the way to there. Perfect. Back into the ship. Hopefully for the final leg. Hopefully we'll only have to do this one more time. I'm thinking we will. Yeah, look at that. Look at that lovely tunnel. Yeah, we're pretty darn close now. We're just about there. Just about there. So let's, once again, it's a good thing I've got lots of Osmi Malloy. That's all I could say. Let's keep on rolling that. Yeah, we'll have to do this once more. We'll almost get it there. Okay. And now I can just hop back into the ship. Now we got to make sure that we have all the connections set up. So now I got to get the gold wiring split. And this is where it's going to be important to have this set up properly. So let's take a look at this again. So now I've got to once again break this connection off. That's the part I forgot about. So we're going to break this connection off. And we're going to set up a splitter. Yet another one. Just like that. And now we're going to reconnect this to here and connect whoops, we're going to connect this now to this space, I think. And then turn that direction. Okay, that'll work. So now I got gold wiring going in there, and now I can set up some gold wiring to go here, like this. Oh, shoot, low health. Okay, glad they told me. All right, so we got gold wiring there. Now I got to run this way, and I got to grab all of my. Oh, tell me I'm. Oh, once again, I hope I'm close. I am, so I am close enough to make that connection, but I got to make sure I make it with the proper conveyor. So we're going to go here with this and set this up like this. Yeah, come this way with it. Okay. And then we're going to set up an assembler, which is going to face this direction. So one more assembler. And that's going to go here, like that. Then we're going to connect these items here. So once more with this conveyor into here. And then this conveyor into here. And now we will tell this machine to make the sensor arrays. So much work. Now we have sensor arrays, and we can set those up, have those go out of here and into this warehouse, into that slot, just like that. Awesome. And I'll get a little ride on the conveyor. So now we got all that set up, and it is the 59-mile connection to the antennas that's going halfway across the planet. But now that it's set up, everything should be fine with it. It will slowly make all of the sensor arrays that we need. And basically, we need the sensor arrays. If we go back in here, we need that for our, whoops, I hit the wrong button. So J and then CLI. We need this for our climate regulators. And that was why we went about doing all this, so that we could take the sensor arrays, get them put into our inventory, so that way we can make climate regulators at a moment's notice. And if we look now, we should see those slowly making their way in. So we're going to need 200 of those to get made for our next part of the task. And if we take a look in here, this is slowly doing everything we need it to do. And I might, at this point, I might break this connection for the gold wiring. I'm actually going to break that connection for now and have all the gold wiring go straight to here. Yeah, I'm just going to have it all go straight to here. because I need it all to go to here as opposed to having it some of it go there because I need the sensor arrays to get made more quickly. Yeah, so we're going to do that because we're going to get the antennas a lot faster than we're going to get the gold wiring at this point. And hopefully that's not going to cause an issue down the road. It shouldn't. We shouldn't ever run into a position, I would think, where this would all fill up with antennas. We'll have to find that part out. I'm not quite sure. That's where I think we might need the better assembling machines, but I don't know that for sure. That'll be an issue for another day. So then the other issue that we're going to have down the road, but again, that's going to be a problem for another time, is going to be when we take a look here at logistics and when we look, or no, when we look up here at production and when we look at these geothermal plants, it's going to then be having connections to things for composite beams and osmium drills and plated connectors to have those so that way we can at a moment's notice make geothermal plants. And that's going to be, again, we can theoretically make the climate items. We can make the climate regulators without having the geothermal plants. It just would not be as productive because I would need all kinds of solar panels to do that. And maybe that'd be okay. It's just that, I mean, it takes 600 megawatts of power in order to run a climate regulator, and that would just be a lot. But at this point, now I just got to wait for us to have 200 of the sensor arrays before we even get to the next step. But we're getting a little bit closer every day, and that's about all we can ask for. But that is all. That's going to be all for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. I know this was a longer one. If you liked this video, I'd appreciate it if you gave it a like. If you really like this video, I'd love it if you considered giving the channel a subscribe. But until we meet again, thanks as always for being a part of all of my conveyor belt silliness. I'm Rusty Champagne, and we will see you later.